Let me tell you one hard lesson. One time, an agent gave me a fake phytosanitary certificate to save time. I did not verify. The goods got to Turkey and the authorities discovered it. My sesame seeds had to be shipped back to Nigeria. Now, doubled freight, falling prices, complete loss. Hello. Today, we're talking about something many Nigerians dream about, which is how to start exporting agricultural products from Nigeria. I'm going to show you the real steps with my own experiences, mistakes, and lessons, so you don't have to waste valuable time and money. If you want to succeed in export, you must follow the right process. The first step is to start with documentation. Before you think of sesame, cashew nuts, cocoa, or ginger, you must first get your paperwork right. Register your company with CAC. Apply for your export license with the NEPC, that's the Nigerian Export Promotion Council. Open a company bank account and an NXP Export Proceeds account with your bank as well. Please don't try to cut corners by exporting under another person's license. When trouble comes, you'll regret it. From my own experience, I once tried to be exporter, shipping agent, and everything at the same time. It didn't work. The smartest move is to focus on your product. Then get a trusted shipping agent who understands the paperwork, especially documents like phytosanitary certificate. If you delay that one, your goods can sit at the ports for a very long time. Let me tell you one hard lesson. One time, an agent gave me a fake phytosanitary certificate to save time. I did not verify. The goods got to Turkey and the authorities discovered it. My sesame seeds had to be shipped back to Nigeria. Now, doubled freight, falling prices, complete loss. The lesson: never compromise on documentation. The second step is to ensure you pick the right products for exports. Nigeria has so many exportable products: sesame seeds, cashew nuts, ginger, hibiscus, cocoa, even hardwood charcoal. But be careful with products like charcoal because the federal government occasionally bans export of charcoal without warning. Shea butter used to be big, but recent government restrictions now keep it for local industries alone. Now, then you have the small-scale exporters by air freight, usually targeting Nigerians in diaspora. Things like dried fish, bitter kola, gari, even leaves. In fact, almost any local Nigerian spice or food is exported small to medium scale by air freight. Many in diaspora prefer trusted Nigerian suppliers over what they find abroad. Now, the big ticket or high value commodities like sesame, cocoa, ginger, and hibiscus, they move in containers by sea freight. Going to step 3, I strongly recommend you must work with the NEPC, that's the Nigerian Export Promotion Council. This agency actually helps. They issue your export license, they organize trade fairs, they connect exporters to buyers. Sometimes they even secure discounts for international events. If you're serious about export, get close to NEPC. Sometimes foreign buyers even contact them directly to find suppliers in Nigeria. My step 4 is moving on to finding buyers. So where do you find buyers? The answer is simple. Trade shows, export events, online platforms like Alibaba, Trade Key, and Go for World Business. Even NEPC can link you to buyers like I said earlier. But always verify. A fancy email is not proof. Check company registration. Check the reputation. Do your own due diligence. This brings us with my recommended step 5, which is understanding pricing. Many beginners rush to quote prices without research. This is dangerous. Now, this is what I do. I check global commodity price data online. Start with free and reliable sources. Only pay when necessary. For local food price updates, we have built our own authentic platform called Mr. Bash Prices. It's completely free to use, so check it out. And very soon, we'll be upgrading to also include international agriculture commodity prices, which will be free again. Now, if you're targeting non-English speaking countries, research prices in their language. For example, searching sesame seed price 2025 in French brings up French market data you won't find in English. Sometimes I even pose as a buyer online just to see what suppliers are quoting. It is one of the smartest ways to understand the real market prices. Now let's get to step 6, which is payment terms. You must protect your money. Now this is one of the most important parts of export. Payment terms and your NXP account, because you can ship the best cashew or the whitest sesame, but if you don't get paid properly, then na Father Christmas you be. So, first of all, what is the NXP account? Every exporter must have an export proceeds account, which is shortened and called the NXP account. It is strictly regulated by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Now, here's what you need to know. When a foreign buyer pays, the money goes straight into your NXP account. The fund comes in foreign currency, usually the United States dollars, but the CBN controls how you access it. Sometimes banks convert part of it to Naira at the official exchange rate, which is usually lower than the black market rates. You can use the balance for approved purchases like imports or trade bills, but it is not as free as withdrawing money from a normal account. So remember, your money enters Nigeria, but CBN decides how you touch it. Now, talking about payment methods for you to receive payments for your goods, there are a number of ways which I'll talk about, starting with the advance payment method. This is when money is sent or paid in advance through telegraphic transfer. You might see it as TT for short, which in today's practice simply means bank-to-bank international wire transfer or SWIFT payment in advance of receiving goods. This is the sweetest methods for the exporter. The buyer pays you before you ship, sometimes 100% or more often 30 to 50%. This is safe for you but risky for the buyer. This is mostly common with diaspora buyers or people who already trust you. Then there is a letter of credit. This payment method appears to be the safest for both sides. The buyer's bank guarantees payment if your documents are correct, but be aware that the buyers can use letter of credit to frustrate you as well. I know an exporter whose money was delayed for months because the invoice date did not match the bill of lading. Some buyers even design impossible LC conditions just to force price renegotiation. One thing you must know is that international trade is like a jungle of no mercy. Many of your first-time buyers will quickly capitalize on your ignorance or carelessness to beat your prices down as best they can. Another payment method is cash against documents, or CAD as it's called. Here, your bank sends the shipping documents to the buyer's bank. The buyer must pay before collecting the documents. It sounds safe, but if the buyer delays, your goods will sit at the ports, building demurrage. If world prices fall, they may refuse to pay at all. So, CAD or cash against document is safer than open account, which I'll talk about in a minute, but still risky to new buyers. Now let's talk about open account. This one, my brother and my sister, don't even think of it as a beginner. It means you ship first, the buyer pays later. As a first timer, you'll come across potential foreign buyers who try to play the game that Nigerians cheat and Nigerian products are low. Now, they do this purposely to undercut you by pricing you low. They will try to convince you that, build trust. Once they imply this, be very alert and careful, because if you send your goods to them without immediate payment or legal guarantee by way of LC 100%, they will never pay for those goods after they receive them. This payment method is the safest for the buyer but the riskiest for you. What smart exporters do in Nigeria, they use a hybrid approach. They collect 30 to 50% advance upfront, then ship their goods, then collect the balance through letter of credit or cash against document. That way, even if there's a delay or problem, you already have something in hand. It saved me once when the buyer delayed balance by 3 weeks because I already had 40% advance, so I could still sleep at night. Many foreign buyers try to play tricks against Nigerian exporters, and like I earlier mentioned, they will talk down Nigerian products. They say your cashew is poor quality or your sesame is bad. Why? To reduce your price. Meanwhile, the same cashew they buy, they rebag in Benin Republic, and suddenly the value goes up. This is why you must export clean, well-processed, well-documented products. That way, you can push back with confidence. Now, going to step 7 in your export journey, you might also hear about what's called consignment export. This is an advanced export strategy. It simply means you ship your goods abroad, maybe to Turkey or China, and instead of having a buyer ready, you place the goods in a warehouse until you find one. Now, there are 2 ways this is done. The first is normal storage, where you pay customs duties, clear the goods, and store them. This is expensive because you've already tied up money before selling. The second way, which is preferred, is using customs bonded warehouse or free zone storage. Here, you don't have to pay duties upfront. Your goods stay in bonded storage until they are sold or re-exported. This reduces the risk, but you still pay rent and handling charges. The good side, your goods are already close to the buyers, and in sesame consuming countries like Turkey or China, it's almost guaranteed you'll find a buyer once your product is in their territory. The bad side, if the price drops while your goods are sitting there, you may have to sell at a loss, and storage fees will eat your profits. So my advice, don't jump into consignment export as a beginner. Only attempt it when you have big cash flow and trusted agents abroad who can move your goods quickly. My step 8 is that you must pay close attention to your quality and branding. One big mistake Nigerian exporters make is sending products as is, but buyers abroad want consistency. They want sesame that is properly cleaned, cashew sorted by grade, cocoa dried to standard, and if your packaging is sloppy, if your labeling is poor, it gives the buyers the excuses to price you down. But when your goods arrive neat, well documented, and properly branded, even if you are small, buyers respect you more and you can negotiate better prices. Now, on to step 9. I recommend you learn locally before going big. If you don't have deep pockets, start small. Trade locally with exporters. Watch how they handle documents. Then grow into full-time export yourself. Export is not a Ponzi scheme. It's step by step. So my people, exporting agriculture products from Nigeria is profitable, but only if you do it the right way. Register your company, get your export license, work with reliable agents, pick your products wisely, stay close to NEPC, protect your money with safe payment terms, avoid risky consignment exports until you are established, and maintain quality and branding to earn respect. Don't look for shortcuts. What looks fast can cost you millions. If this video helped you, subscribe to Bashon Talks, like it and share it, and in the comments tell me which product you are most interested in exporting. See you in the next one. Goodbye.